Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Irwin 373218BX. This is a bimetal hole saw, is what this is. A 2 1/8 inch bimetal hole saw. The term bimetal to me has always meant that it works well in steel or in metal and wood applications. I've used hole saws. Obviously, a hole saw like this is really going to be intended for a metal application, a mild steel sort of application. But I have used a 2 1/8 inch hole saw for drilling wood countless times with complete success. And I prefer, when I'm doing lock preparations, to use a bimetal hole saw for a couple of reasons. For a number of reasons. First of all, they're really inexpensive. Okay. Second, they are very long-lasting. Third, they give you a nice, clean cut. It's really hard to rip or tear that veneer as you dive in and start drilling. And if you're concerned that you will, I would put my drill in reverse and just score the outside of the veneer. But I am a big fan of using these. And it's really because they're so effective and they're so inexpensive. And you know immediately when your hole saw hits the face of what you're drilling whether or not you are drilling straight. You can tell immediately because of how that will strike the face of the door if it's not correct. So it's 2 1/8. We've established that. Obviously, lots of different sizes for hole saws. The overall height, about 2 inch. It's going to have the tapped hole there for your arbor to set into. And you're off to the races, and that's what this is for. Let's switch to the screen view and let's take a closer look at all the supporting information. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Here's the hole saw that we are looking at. Take a look at the extended description information. Variable depth gullets provide more efficient chip clearance. That's obviously a reference to the, well, let me show you. Here we go. Images down below also. There's the box. There's the hole saw. They're really referring to the height of the teeth, so to speak, on the unit itself. Okay. Looking down inside of it, the top of it, obviously. 4/6 variable pitch teeth for reduced noise and improved performance. I've never really given that too much of a thought. And when I'm cutting metal, I'll always use thread cutting fluid. So it's a little bit quieter, I suppose. A little bit smoother as well. Electrobeam welded for stronger, longer lasting teeth. Okay. Bimetal construction for toughness and long life. Probably a better description than mine previously of wood and metal. 2 1/8 inch and recommended RPM in steel 165 revolutions per minute. The RPM is a very important aspect to the effectiveness of what you're drilling, and so much so that it's actually on the box itself, and I'll show you the label or the printing on the box. Not only is the RPM important, but the force with which you're pushing is really important, and I think experience will tell you that. But as a guiding light, I probably would want to understand the rotational speed that you are using when you are drilling into, based on what you're drilling into, I suppose. Product brochure is here. That will allow you to review all things Irwin, they call it Linear Edge is the name of this catalog. When I do a find function on the keyboard for our part number 373218BX, I'll come up to the table of where I see all of the different hole saw sizes in this bimetal. Obviously the arbor is not included, but it is listed here, and it tells you the size range that it works with. The shank size is obviously important. You want to make sure you're using one that's most appropriate for your drill. but the 3/8 would be the typical one that I would end up using. You probably end up owning 2, would be my guess, if you have smaller hole saws. The larger ones are going to have the 2 posts for seating into the hole saw itself. Okay. This catalog is pretty handy because it will allow you to review all things this linear edge cutting related from Irwin. There's also, below this video, a link here to the manufacturer's page from which you can pull up not only all of the Irwin products that we sell by means of this horizontal navigation, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the most current product catalog. Even though this is quite out of date, I believe it to be the most current one that exists. Let's wrap up this video on camera. If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now, let's get back to it. Here's that information on the side of the box I had mentioned earlier. Okay, definitely knowing the rotational speed is going to help you or allow you to be more effective is the bottom line, because that's what this thing is engineered for. I'm partial to Irwin not only because I distribute their products, but because I use them personally, and I can attest to the high performance of much of the product line. If you have any questions on this Irwin, this is their part number, 373218BX. It's an odd part number. Or any other Irwin product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.